What's up guys, Miss Bessir back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary video, and I'm going to start a small series of videos covering each of the characters in my inventory and why I like them, what I use them for, and where I use those characters. Basically a philosophy of use on a short scale. So we're going to start straight from the top and we're going to cover Poggle the Lesser today. So the main reason I like Poggle is his offense up. His buff is arguably one of the best long-term buffs in the game. I mean, obviously Phasma gives everybody that advantage buff that gives 1 turn of 100% crit, but Poggle gives everybody 3 turns worth of offense up. Not to mention his first ability that has a 60% chance to inflict ability block. And when he does have his offense up buff, that first ability hits usually for around 2,500 to 3,000, if not just a hair more. The other thing I like about Poggle is he's relatively easy to gear at gear up to gear level 8. Once you get him to gear level 8, none of his gear really requires any outlandish materials. You don't have to go and farm those frisbee or things or anything really. And honestly, I could have pre-crafted my Poggle up to 9. I just a terrible mistake on my part. I didn't know about the gear changes. I wasn't really paying much attention to the developer notes at the time. So that was my bad, but he's very easy to gear once you get him to level 8. His special ability, like I said, 3 turns of offense up. Droid allies gain speed up. The main reason I haven't increased the level of that skill or his other skills is because I only use him with non-droid and non-Geonosian allies, so I haven't used the ability mats to promote his abilities any further. The other thing is that he has great synergy with those same characters, like I mentioned. And like I said, I haven't really leveled many of my droids up. The only droid I've really focused on much is IG-86 because I had the shards, and so I figured it was worth it. IG-88 and HK-47 are also very strong characters to have in a group with Poggle if you want to do Droid Synergy. Also, Geonosian Soldier. That's kind of a self-explanatory. One of the most popular Droid Synergy groups out there is some combination of either Poggle in lead or HK-47 in lead with 88, 86, and Geonosian Soldier. That has been one of the more consistently powerful synergy groups in the game. Now, the other thing about Poggle is his health pool. He has a relatively good-sized health pool for the type of character that he is. He hits relatively hard, but he still has a large enough health pool to make him less squishy. I use him primarily in my Galactic War. He is pretty much a staple character in my Galactic War, and I use him anywhere from the very beginning in Galactic War to the very end, unless I need to swap him out with somebody who's a heavier hitter. The other thing I use him for is arenas. I used him as a core member of my arena team for the better part of the last few months. I've only recently swapped him out for other characters. He's also a very strong dark side character if you need some buffs for some levels. Basically, Poggle the Lesser is one of the best, in my opinion, utility characters in the game for his buffs, his debuffs, and his all-around utility, plus his appeal as a synergy character for certain groups. Next up in my series of videos will be Luminara Unduli. As always guys, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.